Hospital Porter's pride and dignity stop the New World Order. Welcome to Hapanwo TV. I am Ben Emlyn-Jones and I am on location at the Probe Conference, which is in Lancashire, Lytham St Anne's. It's a weekend conference and I am here with a guy who's a regular at Probe, and last year he did a speech. His name's Dobie and he's known to everyone as Dex. If you want to read my review of his speech, you can on the Hapanwo blog. Though you'll need to scroll down a little bit because it was 6 months ago. This is Dex. His hair's grown a bit since I last saw him.
Yeah, just slightly.
Yeah, looking good. So tell us a bit about yourself, Dex.
Oh, a bit about myself. What, my age or where I live? I actually live on this turning. Actually, where the conference hall is.
Oh, cool. Short journey to the conference then.
Short, yeah, absolutely. The engine doesn't even get hot. Now then, about me, back in 1993, I started to have some, maybe what you'd call in those days, unnormal happenings, going into different dimensions. Example in actual pure love, but also within a very 7-day period, example in the sheer opposite, pure evil. But it didn't have a consciousness, so don't worry, the devil doesn't exist. Okay.
I often never believed in him anyway.
Thank God for that. Yes, a good thing to say, really. Anyway, that just led from one thing on to another. Oh, my goodness me. I've forgotten such a lot of it because it's still ongoing, but not on the same level, okay? It's about growth. It's about growth. People are here now that have something to contribute. I personally, through experience, know that reincarnation does not exist. You do incarnate into another physical form, but death doesn't exist. And absolutely, you only ever get one life. It just happens to be ongoing forever. There is nothing else to do, except be alive, no matter where you reside.
So, experiences, for instance, a life is a kind of, would you describe it as a kind of holographic illusion, or that you transmit? And
it's called divine dictomony. It is actually both. It's not real, but it is real. Because of our basic senses, it's very real.
Yes.
But when you go past the reality box that you have accepted from society, then you'll start to see the illusion of it all.
So tell me a bit about the various beings and entities that you actually encountered.
Oh, right. The first one I encountered was the first journey across into, funny enough, there's no signpost, so literally, it was just a different area of life, okay? It weren't around here. The first one I met was Tink, who I call Tinkerbell, because I don't have names, but I'm human, I've got a limited outlook, so I need a symbol of a name. Tink, she's only got to come close to me, and I could cry because I miss her that much. So I am associated with Tink.
She's a very loving being.
Just slightly. But I believe we are mates when I'm not particularly here or anywhere else. Yeah? They're light beings, basically.
People often describe encounters with positive aliens as a kind of love that you just cannot experience between humans. It's something way beyond that, above that.
No, I would disagree. I think we're heading where we are going to display that type of love naturally. There's a lot of shedding, there's a lot of emotional baggage that we attach ourselves to. This baggage, this period in our time, what with the polar reversal happening, we have planet, they call it Nibiru. It's not actually Nibiru. Nibiru is a planet that's orbiting the main star in the Orion system. This is Planet X, Red Kachina, like the Hopi prophecies, or NASA's calling it Nemesis. All this stuff, all the planets are aligning, all this stuff is happening so that we can become who we truly are. Downgrade the illusion.
I find it very interesting that so many different cultures across the world have the same myth about some like the Planet X thing. Some call it Wormwood, some call it Nibiru, as you say. Some call it Nemesis, and all these various other names for it. But it comes up again and again in lots of different sources, different people, different stories and myths.
Oh, different outlooks. That's all.
Yeah.
But the one thing is, something's there.
Yeah.
And NASA's tracking it.
Yeah. I've seen several instances online pages where showing that there is, telescopes are tracking an object. Sometimes some of them are in Antarctica. There's telescopes
Correct.
in Antarctica,
Correct.
specially designed to track it.
Correct.
And that the space agencies and astronomical
Well, we all know
stations are
that
covering it up.
They've got survival arcs built. We have them in this country. There is one in Wales.
Oh, is this the one underneath the Brecon Beacons, the DUMB that James Casbolt talks about?
I don't know this gentleman personally. I just heard of, and I'm trying to get more information on it. They reckon it's their armed guards, and they're not there to mess about. You don't go near this. They're digging very deep. These survival arcs, I believe, this was from something that took place. They call it the Roswell incident. We'll go with that bit. These ETs know more about what's going on out in space than we do, obviously. We have our limitation on technology. This Planet X it's not a rogue planet. It's doing its own thing. It's its own orbit. It never collides with us, but it normally devastates the surface of the planet. And this time it's different for the first time, right? Because there's something happening throughout the whole universe. Planet X is not going to be allowed to disrupt like she normally would. A lot of people are saying there's going to be 4 billion casualties, fatalities. That's what most websites and all this. No, I personally have been told, and I trust the people I communicate with. They've said it will be a total maximum of 60 million, which is far too many. But this is a natural occurrence. It's not man-made. This is a natural occurrence, and that is a very low figure. Right, there will be 49 million of those that are on the surface. There will be 11 million that are trapped underground in the survival arcs. These survival arcs go down 1 and 2 miles. They are enormous. They are self-efficient. So the government cannot protect everybody. It's not possible.
Well, from what I hear, these survival arcs are actually been designed to allow the elite to escape, and secretly to allow the elite as a kind of way to leave.
Well, that follows suit. Look after yourself first by some people's reasoning. I personally am glad I'll be on the surface, because the information I've been given, 11 million will be trapped underground and be fatalities. I'm sorry, I stay on the surface and take my chances.
I see what you mean. I've always believed that that humans are masters of our own destiny, and we decide our own lives. But if some passing ET, wants to lend a hand, I'm not going to say no, thank you. I'll say, well, sure, I'll swallow my pride. We're going to have to wrap things up here, I think, Dex. But
no problem.
I understand you're doing a talk tomorrow. Next door to the
New Horizons. Yeah.
Unfortunately, by the time her Panwo TV viewers see this film, that will have passed. But wish good luck for that.
Oh, thank you.
And what's your email address?
Right, it is derek.dobie, and that's small case, @sky.com.
Right, and people can get in touch with you that way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Great,
It's funny, I've put together some fantastic DVDs, that side of it I can do. To send an email, I haven't quite mastered it yet.
It's unusual to meet someone without a website, but then, it doesn't make any difference really. You can still reach people even without that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Dex, I'd like to thank you on behalf of everyone at Her Panwo TV for your time and for the interesting interview you've just given.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay. That was Dex Dobie, Probe regular attendee and speaker. Thank you for watching Hospital Porters, Pride and Dignity, Stop the New World Order.